And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. Beasley and Edwards. McDaniels at power forward with Towns at center. And it's D in at the 1.
What a showing for MP in his first playoff campaign. Already made it to the conference finals as a rookie.
Right, and that shows you how big of an impact MP has had. Grant, the more playoff exposure he gets now, the better he'll be later in his career. The kick out to Ingles. Taking a look at the Timberwolves. And after sweeping their last series, they're riding a nice wave of momentum into the conference finals.
Yeah, they really are. Now, we'll see if that gap between series takes any of that momentum away. You'd like to get as much rest as possible in the postseason, but you also don't want to get rusty. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The shot by Conley, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To end the run, and a nice layup by Mitchell.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Oh, got that one up quick. 5 points in the game.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Pass to Gay. Outside Mitchell. Stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he makes it.
And their transition offense triggering this run.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 9. Mitchell, the pass to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. There's the triple, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Here's Towns. Robinson defending. Here's D. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Conley. Defense right on him. It's Robinson, high post. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Robinson. Inside, here's Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Towns has got 6 points. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Conley against Towns. Here's Gay. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
This is something Gay does wonderfully. An insane dunker who loves finishing strong at the rim.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Jazz have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Takes it inside, and so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
The Jazz making a switch here. Whiteside, he's checked in for Robinson. Pascal comes in for Gay. Bogdanovich has checked in for Ingles. And Clarkson subbed in for Donovan Mitchell.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Now Clarkson. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Pascal. Out to the wing. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First free throw is good. Diallo's checked in for Utah. Minnesota in the lead. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Diallo. He takes it in. Oh, and Reed with a block. For three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Down low. Here's Diallo. D pulls it in.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Reed. And another basket for Minnesota.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. And even playing in Utah, Donovan Mitchell has earned national.
At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball and be the best teammate and the best player that I can be. I'm not trying to make this about me. This is team.
Saying all the right things, Grant. Mitchell putting the team first.
Growing up around pro baseball with his father working in the majors, Mitchell saw how those stars carried themselves.
Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the...
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, D sends it home from three-point land. He's got 17.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Conley passes to Ingles. The three from Mitchell. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's D. The rebound by the Jazz. Tipped. Now here's Conley. He's got 7. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And Mitchell with the slam.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Here's D. The shot, no good. Conley with some nice D.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Gay, pass to Conley. Edwards against Mitchell. Pass to Gay. No good with a layup. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice... And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Taking a look at the Jazz. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gay out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. To the middle. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
To the inside.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Gay, the pass to Mitchell. Knocked away. Here's Towns. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
pass to Robinson. Mitchell with the ball, working on McDaniels. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
The Jazz shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass. Recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
And Utah calls time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Vanderbilt's checked in for Edwards. And Russell is subbed in for Beasley. A big group substitution here for Utah. Pascal, he's checked in for Robinson. Bogdanovich comes in for Gay. Diallo's checked in for Ingles. And Clarkson subbed in for Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Pascal against Reed. Fades back. Nice shot by Pascal.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's D. Drills it from deep. 20 points for him.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The 3 is up. And another 3 from Minnesota.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
The Jazz have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Mitchell, the pass to Pascal. Mitchell with the ball. Clarkson for 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Clarkson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
On the wing, Clarkson. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Back to Reed. Here's D. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reed. That's his first foul. Beverly, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Utah. Hassan Whiteside, he's checked in for Mitchell. Utah has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Back to Diallo. Clarkson outside. Whiteside. And it's Whiteside with a big finish.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
Here's D, driving inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Diallo, and he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Pass to Pascal. From the left block. No luck on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Russell with the ball. Now Whiteside defending. D gets the bucket.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Utah's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Beverly against Clarkson. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Wow, able to adjust in the air, contort his body if need be, Whiteside brutal on the catch and flush.
D gets the bucket. He has 29 now. Another steal. Pass to Russell. Here's D, covered by Diallo. Fires for three. Connects from downtown.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Clarkson outside. A good look from Bogdanovich. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's D, driving to the basket. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Clarkson. Here's Whiteside. The putback. Off target with the shot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Already up 26. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Patrick Beverly, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's D in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Robbed! For 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Diallo passes to Butler.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he...
Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Goes up with it again, and he lays it up and in. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Here's D. Connects again from distance.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history. Knocked loose. Gay to pass to Mitchell. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's D. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 45 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Pass to Conley. Takes the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's McLaughlin. Checked by Mitchell. Here's D. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
Double team on Mitchell. Ingles from outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Here's D. Good! Another from 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for 2nd place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
And they got to be happy with how they are starting off these conference finals, a tone-setting win for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so they start the conference finals off on the right foot with an important win.
They wanted to set the tone for the rest of the series here tonight, and mission accomplished. They get to move forward with all the momentum on their side.
Here's D. And again for 3.
If you hadn't noticed already, just an incredible shooting display, and he just keeps going and going.
Well, he now owns the second most three-point makes in a game in playoff history. How about that? Conley, he's open. Again, Utah.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Pass to Prince. Here's D. Check by Mitchell. Here's D. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the paint. Here's Prince. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. Again, Utah.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's D. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LePage.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic heading in and out of down. And with
Good evening to you, Kevin.
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. Whiteside is out there with Eric Paschall. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, the forwards are Edwards and McDaniels. Beasley is out there with D. And it's Towns in at the center position. Well, look at the Timberwolves. Well, they took game 1. If they can make it 2-0, Greg, the odds certainly favor them to advance.
Well, the cliche is that the series doesn't start until someone wins on the road, but the reality is if they take care of business on their home court tonight, they'll be on their way to ending it.
So it's the Timberwolves now, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. He gets that one.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Mitchell passes to Whiteside. Ball stolen. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Conley. And the pass to Whiteside. He kicks to Mitchell. Over Towns. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
The shot's good from D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Ingles. Rejection by McDaniel. Out to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's D. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pascal, the pass to Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Takes the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Passes it to Whiteside. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Back to Conley. Launches a three, and the Jazz another three.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Here's D, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. D's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Whiteside, and that one, good.
And you want more of this from Mitchell. Good to see him moving the ball like that.
Here's Towns, and good that time. Towns has got his second basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Conley. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Poked away. The shot's good from Pascal.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Kicks it to Edwards. The pass to D. Launches it. That shot, no good. So Utah will take it the other way. They are still stinging from the loss on the first.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
Hands it from downtown.
And this is what makes Mitchell dangerous, his ability to rise up immediately after catching that pass.
Here's D. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 8.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Pass to Whiteside. Mitchell against Beasley. The shot by Mitchell, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's D. And they recover it. No good on the 3. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Mitchell. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter, Clark at a time. And we'll get it going after this from the top. And the unselfishness of this Utah Jazz team, a big point.
You got guys who are continuously making.
And Greg, the depth of the Jazz, obviously helping with that equal opportunity approach.
And Kevin, that's a great point. You credit the mindset, but it's also their personnel that makes it possible.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Russell is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Vanderbilt in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Diallo, he's checked in for Mitchell. They get a hand on it. Here's Vanderbilt. Passes to Prince. Outside, Russell. Here's Vanderbilt. To the paint. Gay scanning before. Robinson passes to Diallo. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Russell. There's the dish to Beverly. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lock at 6. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Russell's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Clarkson passes to Gant. Completely new lineup for Minnesota. Utah also making some changes. Eric Paschal, he's checked in for Gay. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. From the top of the key. Good, nice play there from D. 10 points for D.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Jazz had quite a performance. He scored 53 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Pass to D. Towns with it. Defended by Paschal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you know, Towns has had it really tough off the court when you think about his time in the league. I mean, his career has been marked by some real personal tragedy, but no matter what, he's always ready to play his best basketball when he gets between the lines.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Whiteside's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell comes in for Diallo. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Whiteside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
30 seconds left here in the second. Conley.
Nice defense that time. The agility and length of Town, allowing him to clamp down on the shooter. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working. Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Paschal kicks to Mitchell. The feed now to Whiteside. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
Beasley against Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And shot on the way. That one, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Eric Pascal out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Now here's Conley. D right on him. Mitchell against Beasley. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Ingles passes to Whiteside. It's rebounded by D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And stolen by Whiteside. Here's Mitchell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. D passes to Edwards. Here's D. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. And there's the pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Back to Ingles. 3-pointer. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Took him no time at all on that one. D's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Minnesota. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Nice game, great performance by D.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniels. And it's Russell in for Beasley. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Whiteside. Gay comes in for Eric Pascal. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the call will be against D. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in for 3. Mitchell, and he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 13.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Here's Prince, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. D passes to Vanderbilt. Here's D. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 21 points for D.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Outside Robinson. Mitchell outside. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half. If they want to somehow win this game, the offense has gone stagnant.
Passes it to deep. From deep. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. From downtown. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The drive by Mitchell. Vanderbilt with the block. Can they get it? And Mitchell with the layup. 15 points in the game.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
The teardrop falls in.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to D. And here is Prince. D. He's covered by Gay. D. And another three for Minnesota.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here is Mitchell. 15 points in the game. Broke loose, all by himself. Here's D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out. And there have been two very different performances. Minnesota making some changes. Okogie's checked in for McDaniels. Noel comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's D in for Jordan McLaughlin. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. D out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Down low, here's Clarkson. Out to Conley. No good off the back of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
No good from D. Utah's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Taurean Prince in for Patrick Beverley. Then for the Jazz, Brantley's checked in, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. There's the pass to D. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ingles in the corner, lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Noel.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's D. Buries it from three-point range. D's got 34 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Conley finds Ingles. Back to Conley. From the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they're going to build on their win in Game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For D, boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
D is covered by Bogdanovich. Here's D. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Utah. Over to the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Conley's shot is off. D passes to Okogie. Here's D. No good. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.